Hey, it's the BTGP Sepang review, and sorry it took so long, but in light of recent events, I think we know why it took so long, because I didn't want to just speak off the top of my head or out of my ass and not know what I'm talking about. Nobody likes those kind of people, you know what I mean? I mean, look, I know I'm an idiot, but at least I know I'm an idiot, which makes me smart in an idiotic kind of way. You know what I mean? It's like, if you want, I think people watch this because, no, it's entertaining. I try to make it entertaining, funny, but yet still, it's informative a little bit. You want the raw. You want the raw, the facts about MotoGP. You read Dave Emmett. Dave Emmett is a genius. MotoMatters.com. Or also read Asphalt and Rubber, which is Dave Emmett articles. And that guy's a genius. When he walks into the room, I shut up. That's how great he is. I'm like, yeah, man, so what? Hey, Dave, how's it going, buddy? You know, I just take my ball and go home. And that's how smart he is. So I think you guys watch this because at least I try to make it entertaining. So, but at the same time, what happened in Sepang, I felt that I needed to be a little bit more informative instead of just going off the top of my head and being like, you know, whatever. So, but we got to start with Moto3. Like I said, Moto3, you got to love Miguel Oliveira, baby. The Miguel Oliveira is great, man. I love it because Danny Kent, I really thought it was going to be Danny Kent's weekend. You know, he was with the lead group. He's like, hey, you know what? Let me go back to the old Danny Kent. Let me settle in, give it the lead riders, go ahead and win this championship, go to Valencia and just party all night. Yeah, because I got house money. Well, Miguel Oliveira is like, he's like the ghetto. You know how they say stay out of the ghetto because you don't want to be in the ghetto because you ain't from the ghetto? That's what Miguel Oliveira, he had nothing to lose and he went for it and he won. And I don't care who you are. You got to love somebody who goes in and does what they have to do and they do it. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, that's why they say you never fight a man with no teeth. You know why? Because he ain't got nothing to lose. So I love what Miguel Oliveira did going to Valencia. Say what you want to say, but man, I tell you, pressure does a lot of strange things to people. It really does. So I want to see what the weekend's going to be like. If Danny Kent wins, man, I'll be so happy for him. The guy looks like a champion. He's like Brad Pitt in Moto3. He's like a good-looking guy. He looks like a champion. He looks the role. You know, but if Miguel Oliveira, like I said, he's going in, nothing to lose, and that Moto3, watching Moto3, it's like lunchtime on the yard at San Quentin. You know what I mean? It's like you go in, you might not come out. You know, so it's gonna be great. Moto3. I hope they put I hope they go Moto2, Moto3, then MotoGP in Valencia because Moto3's got the most drama. Moto2. Move on to Moto2. Props to Johan Zarco. He did what he had to do. I thought he ran a great race, and props to him for tying Marquez's record for most podiums in Moto2. Well, congratulations, Johan Tight Shoes Zarco. It may have been the greatest race he ever raced. He took his time and took out Luthi so great. After that, the race was So let's go on MotoGP. You know what we're here for. Watching MotoGP, first of all, Thursday. It all started off Thursday. I don't know why Rossi did what he did. I know it's all about, getting people's heads, but I don't know why he said that about Marquez. And like I don't race, so maybe he has validity to his statement, but I just can't see Marquez going, you know what, because of what happened in Argentina and Assen, I'm going to get back at you, come aside with Jorge. He didn't even like Jorge, but he's like the lesser of two evils. Why would you do that? Why would you hold him up? When you had Iannone was holding Rossi up also. I mean, if you want to say holding him up, Rossi couldn't get through him. I mean, Iannone raced a great race, but, the same can be said for Iannone. So, I don't know how he got that. I mean, and Iannone was faster on the straights. So, if anybody's holding him up, pick Iannone and Marquez are holding him up. If you want to say somebody's holding you up, and the race before in Aragon, well, that wasn't race before, but in Aragon, Marquez screwed up because he couldn't keep up with Lorenzo, and he went. So, I don't know. Rossi felt like he had validation, to say what he said, and I think it just cast the whole kind of weird kind of vibe over Sepang. And Sepang is weird anyway. I don't really like it, just to be honest. I mean, that's what happened. Simoncelli happened there, and they almost ruined Marquez's career there. They ruined Brad Smith's season there in the same crash. So I don't really like Sepang. I was also, remember, Gavin Emmett almost got bit by a cobra when they were playing golf, and he reached into the weeds to get his golf ball, and the cobra was like, "Hey, what's up?" And Gavin was like, "Oh boy, it's a snake." And the snake was like, "Oh, because I'm black." He goes, "No, because you're a poisonous snake. That's why I was scared." So I don't really like Sepang. But anyway, let's go on to the race. Anyway, and Nick Harris and Matt Burt, they do a great job on MotoGP.com. excellent job. But they kind of added fuel to the fire, saying what they said about Rossi every practice. It's all they harped on. And I understand you have to do that, but I really couldn't see it until FP3. And what happened was Marquez tried to get a toe from Rossi, and Rossi looked back like, yeah, whatever. So he held up, and then Marquez went ahead. And then I think in FP4, or was it qualifying, when Lorenzo got a toe from Marquez, and Rossi was kind of like, yep. In the press conference, he's like, see, I told you. I don't know. I can't see it that way. But then again, I don't race. I don't even pretend to know. I can't see it. So going into the race, and what I want to say about this is, I understand you guys' passions, I really do, and I love it. That's why I'm on this site, and thank you for letting me be part of your groups. Thank you for that. But I'm a Gemini all the way. I love Rossi, but matter of fact, I love all these guys, even the ones that don't like me, and I know who they are, and even the guys that don't like me, I like them because they provide entertainment for it, and they risk their lives, and I give them total respect. So saying that, I have to look at it with a blind eye, because it's like being a parent. You know how you think, my son's the greatest, and you go, your kid can't even catch a cold. That's why he lost us the game, because he couldn't catch the ball. But, some people can't see that. I can. I had to pull myself away from that because I love both. Both my favorite riders are Rossi and Marquez, my favorite. So to criticize one, it's hard for me. I still got a knot in my stomach from this race. I really do. That whole day yesterday was ruined from that race. So let's get to the race, watching that race. Now, I'm going to say that, I'm preface this by saying Marquez always races everybody tough. Marquez is like watching a 2-year-old walk. It's like, oh, he's going to face plant. He's going to face plant. And that's what he's like racing. Where Lorenzo is like a hot knife through butter. He's like smooth. And Rossi can go either way. He's smooth with his tactics, but again, still Rossi he can race, with the best of them as far as hard racing. But it looks smoother than Marquez. When Marquez is out of control, it's like, whoa. Where Rossi, he's a control kind of like, whoa, that makes any sense. So watching the race, I thought when Pedrosa went through, okay, I see that. Pedrosa got a great start. Props to Pedrosa. Marquez went wide. He was having grip. If you watch the race, he was having grip problems in the beginning. And he went wide. Lorenzo got through him. He couldn't keep up with Lorenzo. Now here comes Rossi. Rossi gets through. He could keep up with Rossi. He had to wait for the tires to come in. Now he's racing Rossi truck. He never touched Rossi. People can say what they want to say. He never touched Rossi. And how he raced Rossi was right. He raced everybody. He races everybody's tough. You can't say he races this person this way, another person the other way. Marquez has always been kind of like almost out of control, and he raced everybody tough, but he never touched Rossi. Now, the incident in question, right before, he had a hard pass on Rossi. Clean, hard, but clean. Came through Rossi. Now, he went in hot after that pass. It was a great pass. He went in hot. And then he went in wide because he went in hot. He went in wide. Now, Rossi, what made Rossi look bad was Rossi kept looking at him. He looked over at him, looked over at it again, and he took him wide. He saw him slow up, took him wide. Now, Marquez, like he said in the press conference, he was like, man, what am I going to do? So Marquez leaned off the bike, and he had to get back in the racing line. So he was off the bike, and he went like this. He touched Rossi's knee. Rossi said his leg went off the peg, off the foot peg, and it came up, and then it hit Marquez's arm, hit his front brake, and he crashed. Now, Marquez had to get on the racing line. He touched his knee. Rossi said his leg went off the foot peg and came up, and that's why Marquez crashed. Either way, he got penalized 3 points as well. He should have, and he should have got penalized. And it hurts to say that. Now I know what you parents go through when you have to spank your kids. It hurts for me to see it. It hurts for me to say this because I love Marquez and I love Rossi more than any heterosexual man should love another heterosexual man. But you got to do what you got to do and say what you got to say. And Rossi, looking back at Marquez, he made it personal when he did that. And you can't do that. He took him wide on purpose. You saw him take him wide on purpose. And then that's what happened. And that's what started everything going. So I just felt bad because, man, when Marquez went down, he looked at him like, he got up, he looked at him and kind of like, really, bro? And that was his idol. So, it's like playing basketball. Michael Jordan, like, Michael Jordan. And you're going for a layup, and he punches you right in the neck. You go, Mike. And he goes, well, you're going to go for a layup, and I can't let you have that. And that's what it was like. And it was just hard to watch. Like I said, my stomach is still tied in a knot. I hate even criticizing Rossi, but, man, you can't do that, bro. And, did he kick him? Or it's more like Marquez hit his knee, but Marquez had to get back into the racing line. If he was leaning off the bike, but he had to get back into the racing line. So I got to side with race direction, and it hurt to watch that Marquez interview. No more smiles. And they said, "Are you going to kiss and make up with Rossi?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Maybe later on, but no, not now, no." And that just hurt to watch that. I mean, that Marquez was gone. I mean, it's like knowing somebody who's like been always a happy person, and you see them with no more smile on their face, and just like they've changed. That's what it was like. It was hard to watch that, man. And Rossi's accusations and how he went. I mean, yeah, I lost a little bit of respect for Rossi. I'm not gonna lie. People that are Rossi fans, trust me, I got into it with people that I love, as friends that I love, and we argued back and forth, and it hurt. But hey, that's just my take on it. I thought it was Rossi's fault. Say what you want. Marquez races everybody hard, and if you say he was holding Rossi up, Rossi didn't get by him. Say what you want. So I'm not going to be criticized for this, but so be it. I just thought Rossi was in the wrong, or made him look bad. Was he looked over at him and he made it personal when he did that. So yeah, I'm expecting you to criticize, but hey, I'd love to see how you guys feel about this. But that's why it took so long for me to do this, and it hurt. This one hurt. This still hurts to do this one, man. I mean, call me a wimp or whatever, but. You know, I just love good, hard racing. I love MotoGP. It's my passion. I love those guys. And to see that happen, how it went down. And then the Sepang people booing Lorenzo on the podium. And then Lorenzo walking off. I mean, the whole thing had it's a bad mood. It's like going to a good restaurant. I think everything's going to be great. And you're all happy. And then all of a sudden you get a crappy meal. You know, it's like, really? The soup is greasy, and then the waiter's like, "So," and that's what it was like really, and it kind of ruins your whole night. That's what watching that race was, man. I was all excited, and then that happened, and it just kind of ruined it. And you could tell by Matt Burr and Neil Harris, Neil Harris. I'm thinking Doogie Howser. Anyway, so it was a hard race to watch. Going into Valencia, Rossi started from the back of the field, which is way he should. He's got a service penalty as well. He deserves it. So it's gonna be interesting. Valencia's gonna be good. I like to hear what you guys say about this one. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope Valencia's gonna be good, hard racing. And it's not over yet. It's never yet. Hey, it's racing. Anything happens in racing. So thank you guys for watching. Talk to you guys later. Peace.